How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. So in the previous class we have studied about the first chapter of the biology, that is chapter 5, fundamental unit of life, and we have studied about the introduction part, and we have seen something about the microscope, the parts of microscope, and we have also seen about the history of cell, that who all scientists gave what all things in which all year. Hope you all remember. Now in this video we'll study about something about the structure of cell. So without any further delay, let's get started. Structure of cell. Now we are going to see something about the structure of cell in this video. Now we have already talked about when the cell was discovered, who discovered, that is Robert Hooke in year 1665. Now we will see how the cell was looking when it was first discovered and what all things are there in the cell. But before going to the structure of cell, now let us see, are all the cells are of same size or same shape, or all are having the same structure? So the answer is no. All the cells are not having the same, or we can say the shape or the size. You all might have seen, or you might be knowing that all the different cells are having the different type of shapes. Now if I will talk about the muscle cells are having some linear structure which are multinucleated also, that I will show you the exact image. And also you might have seen about the ovum, you might have seen about the sperm cell, you might have seen about the fat cell. It is all given in your book, the correct images also. These all cells are of different shapes and size. So we can conclude with this that none of the cells are of same shape and size. But what is that condition in which the shape or size of the cell depends? So it is the only thing in which the shape or the size of the cell depends is that its specific function. Suppose a cell is of heart. So the heart cell will be composed in such a way so that it can only do the work of pumping of blood. Suppose the cell is of kidney. So the cell will be having that type of structure which helps the kidney to filter the blood. So according to the specific function, the cells are having their own shape and size. Now let us come to the structure of cell. Okay students, so now we will see about the structure of cell. The basic structure of cell consists of the first outermost layer. That layer is known as cell membrane. Cell membrane, or it is also known as plasma membrane. This is the animal cell. We are not talking about the plant cell because the plant cell is having the cell wall. We are talking about the animal cell. In this animal cell, the first and the outermost layer, that is thin layer, which is known as cell membrane, which covers the cell and it provides a structure and shape to the cell. After that comes a fluid substance filled inside the whole cell. That particular fluid is known as cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is filled in the whole cell, and in this cytoplasm there are lots of organelles present in the cell. Now before going to the organelles, let me ask you, as you know, we the human beings are having different organs for performing different functions. That means we are having a division of labor for performing a specific function inside our body. Like we are having kidney for the filtration of blood. Kidney performs the function of filtration of blood only. Kidney does not do any other functions like pumping of blood or doing the respiratory system work. It is not doing any other work. The same if we talk about the heart. Heart is only responsible for pumping of blood and it is not filtering the blood. That means what? There is a division of labor among our body. So the same thing is there inside the cell also. In our body, as the different organs do their work to form the whole organism, same inside the cell also there are different organelles to do the different functions and to form a whole cell. So now let us talk about the cell organelles. The first one, if we talk about the cell organelles, is the nucleus. Nucleus is one of the most important part of the cell, as it is also known as brain of the cell, and it is also the control unit of the cell, which controls the whole cell for doing the specific functions, for doing the secretions, for doing the secretory things. These all things are performed by the permission of nucleus. Now the second cell organelle is this one. That is what? It is a rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is attached with the nucleus. Just below to this there is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Then there is a Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus also having some other function. These two are also having some other functions. There is some secretory functions like secretion of protein, fat, lipid, these all things. Then there is a lysosome. Lysosome is one of the most important cell organelle, as it is also known as the suicidal bag of the cell, because it digests all the cell whenever there is a damage in the cell. The next one is, we can say, mitochondria. Mitochondria. You all might have heard about mitochondria. Mitochondria is also known as powerhouse of the cell because it provides power to the cell for doing the specific functions. And after that there is a ribosomes. Ribosomes are also known as protein factory of the cell because they are doing the production of protein. Then there is a vacuole. It is also having its own function that you will study later in the chapter. So this was all about the structure of cell, the different cell organelles which are performing the different functions. This most important is the cell membrane, which is also known as plasma membrane. It contains all the cell organelles inside it to form a whole cell. So this was all about the today's topic. Hope you have understood it. If there is any doubt, you can ask me. And there are some questions.
So students, here you can see a correct image of animal cell. There you can see first the cell membrane which is surrounding the whole cell. After that you can see the other organelles also, but in the center you can see the nucleus along with all its content, that is nuclear membrane, nucleolus and the full nucleus. Then you can also see the other organelles like mitochondria, centriole, ribosomes which is pink in color, then chromosomes which is present inside the nucleus, then the endoplasmic reticulum which is surrounding the nucleus. Both the endoplasmic reticulums are there, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is called so because it is attached with ribosomes. Then you can also see the Golgi apparatus, then the vacuole, then the cytoplasm which is shown to you in light blue color which is suspended over all the cell body. So this was the correct image of an animal cell.
So students, hope you have understood about today's topic. In today's topic, let us summarize it. We have studied about the structure of cell. In the beginning, we have seen the different shape and size of the cell, that different cells are having different shape and size, and that depends upon its specific functions. What functions they perform, according to that they are having their shape and size. Now we have seen about the structure of cell. What all things are there in the structure of cell? The plasma membrane, cell membrane, cytoplasm, all the different organelles. All the different organelles are having their different functions. As we have a division of labor in our body, the same thing is there inside the cell also, because we are also made up of cell. So there is only one question for you today, that is, draw a well-labeled diagram of a cell. You have to mention all the organelles, all the things in that particular cell, and draw it very neat and clean, and you can send it to us. So hope you have understood about today's class. Thank you.